everybody, if you go on live, it is the YouTube link you should share. Don't share the Zoom. Thank you once again. We are back again. We are back again. Thank you. Good evening once again. Once again, thank you for joining. Thank you for believing in our work. We so much appreciate you all. Thank you so much. We are not going to waste much of your time today. And once again, apology for those of you that you gave out your time to join us last Saturday. It was due to technical issues. We could not continue. But great, we are here today. Good news for you. We've got 2 case study today. So we are not going to waste much of your time. Please invite your loved ones. Tell them we are back again. We are back again. Let's tell the whole world what is happening in the United Kingdom, children's social care. Those of you must have been hearing social services here, social workers there, and their police are coming. Their neighbors are reporting. You need to come over here now. If you are migrating, if you are coming to United Kingdom, please come around, especially if you're an African woman with you are pregnant, you need to be here today. Or you are coming, you are planning to have a kids in the United Kingdom, or you already have children in the United Kingdom, you need to be here now. Please don't just invite your friends. This is not a case of I'm inviting only my friend. No. Even you will never pray for your enemy to see the other side we are talking about. So please come around. Come over. Tell your loved one we are here. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe now, and also press the notification button. Thank you very much. Let's welcome our people. Oh, yes. Save the Woman team member. Do you want to welcome our viewers? Want to appreciate our viewers? Let's remind them we are there for them. Ade, just a word of welcoming. Nike, Amut, hello. Please share with your loved one. Okay. Share with your loved one. Invite your loved one. Once again, we welcome you. If you are not yet supporting us by joining our membership channel, please do that for us. Join it. And if you join from grade B upward, in fact, you will have some amazing exclusive perks, and you will get some teaching materials, some special video that will give you those special tips that you needed. So without wasting much of our time, welcome everybody. Let's welcome everybody. Please put your comments on the YouTube channel. Let's know where you are coming, where you are joining from. And what are your questions. Put your question there. Let's start rolling it out. Your questions, put your question there. Welcome. Without wasting much of your time, please, we are going straight to the matter for today. Derby case study. Derby Papa, are you there? Unmute yourself. What is happening? What has happened? Where are you now? What is happening now? How has they been? Thank you once again for giving out time.
Okay.
Please, let's encourage everyone that are coming on the platform to share their experience. It's not an easy thing to do. It is not an easy to do, and we are not taking it lightly. We say thank you very much for giving out time, coming out to enlighten people, for people to learn from those things and also be able to avoid those things not to happen. And if you have not registered for our parenting course, please don't delay. Go ahead, Derby Papa.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for taking our time to listen to us. It's not a novel, neither is it caution, but rather it's a life experience we want to give you. Me and my family, we've been hearing a little bit, watching on social media a little bit of what is happening with children in social care, but we never thought we'd be in this until we are hit. And from all that happened, how it happened, and how far we've gone, is something that we need to speak out. Yes, social service was this is a law that was done to protect children and families. But those who are trusted with this law are using it to the best of their own knowledge and benefit. From what we experienced, that's my summary. It started like this. My wife went to pick our children from school. She was there by 3 p.m. because the school opens the gate by 3:20. Normally, the school is not far from our house. She was there at 3 p.m. She waited, the school gate opened and all that. The children were not forthcoming. She inquired, they told her that the children are having discussion. So she realized because there was nothing wrong. She didn't suspect anything. She was innocent. So up to an hour plus, she inquired again. They said we are still having discussion. Then she became suspicious and called me because I was away. From there, before we know it, they said that one of the children made an allegation, made a disclosure. They say it's a disclosure. She inquired to know what was that. Nothing was told. Nothing was said. Then I called from where I was. What is happening? Why is my child not being given to her mother as usual? Say someone will get in touch to you. After some hours again, they came out and said that the two she came with to pick the one that was in school will be taken away from her before this information will pass to her. The police are already by the corner. They're already there. Before she knows it, they've taken the two kids from her, plus the ones that are inside school. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke. Came back, called everybody I know I can call. Nobody could give me any good information. It's okay. I waited till tomorrow. The next day, I went to the school to find out. The school said they will contact us. The treatment from that night and up till we got in contact with Save the Woman was so barbaric that if I had spiritual power, I would have taken my children and leave this country that day. Imagine when your kids were taken away from you, you don't know where they are. As young as a child of 1 year, 2 months, 1 year, 2 months was taken away. You don't know where she is. She was still sucking. You don't know where she is. You don't know what is the problem. You don't know why your kids were taken away from you. Nothing was said. Just your kids made a disclosure, and that's all. We went before we knew it, we were already in court. What baffled me so much in the court proceeding is that the first day we did not enter court. We do not know what was said and what was discussed. We were only asked to sign something. And either we sign it or not, the keys are already. Let's go back and come in here. I'm having a meeting. Excuse me.
Thank you very much. Yes, we will come back on you again. So that is one of the Derby case you are hearing now. You are hearing now. Do we have Madam One? Derby, are you available, or we should move to Madam Two? Or if Derby Papa is available again, please let us
Please,
know.
he will continue now because they have come to meet me.
Okay. Please leave your comment, leave your question, leave your question. Let's share this thing. Let's share it. Let's share it. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. And one of the way you can support us as well is by joining our membership team. You've got grade B, grade A, grade C. Feel free to join anyone there that have different offer. Go ahead, Debbie Papa.
Okay. So we are asked to sign. Before initially, when we contacted this solicitor, they told us not to sign anything that with what we have said, they have no case, they cannot keep our children and all that, blah, blah, blah. On the court day, on the court premises, these same solicitors ask us now to sign that the judge is interested, everybody is interested. Then we'll now ask them, what was it that said that everybody is interested, that the parents are not even aware? So they ask us that after the hearing that they will let us know. It was there and then we signed, and they said the next sitting, they fixed it for the next sitting. Then that was when we will now hear all the stories. You will see that all the stories, to the best of my knowledge, and I put it to them, that they are templates. They were never my daughters or my children vocabulary, that they were all templates. I now ask them a question. If all these things that has been said is true, as a professional and an adult, have you physically examined this child to know that all these things could be or even true? All they could say is that that is what the child said. What baffled me again is that the solicitors that were supposed to stand and defend us, we are now encouraging us to cooperate and say things. Oh God, it's not a good journey that anybody should go through. It's not a good journey. You can imagine a solicitor telling you to write a different statement from your wife, a solicitor. That we should make sure that your statement is not the same with your wife. What is his or her intention? So when we got in contact with Save the Woman, everything changed. And thank God today that our children are back, to the glory of God with us. We are working with them as they requested. But what I want to say is that we all need to come together. There is an attack. There's an attack on Black children in this country. There's an attack. It took the grace of God. It took Mr. Oladekon and his team, Save the Woman. It took Save the Woman and their team. And it took a good social worker that was assigned to us, that these children they are still with us today. If not, I was watching the children going every day. The children were crying on every contact. Nobody cares. They were dragging these children, pulling them on the floor to take them home on every contact. And these are the children they say they want to take care of, they want to safeguard. It's never, the children up to now are traumatized. They, at any time a stranger wants to come to the house, they will want to know why. Why are they coming? Who? Why? To the point when a visitor came, they were hiding. They were all hiding. If someone is guilty and is being punished by law, is being treated the way we are treated, is justified. But when someone is stereotyped, someone is handpicked for a process, is traumatizing. So I don't want to say much. In case anyone have any question, then I can be specific. Just for because it's a sensitive case, and I don't want to go into what I'm not supposed to say on air.
Thank you very much. That is good to hear from you that the children are back to you now. That is great to hear. Please, if you are coming to England, please you need to know the law of the land. You need to know the law of the land, and you need to be aware of the system. How does the system works, and what you need to be aware of in terms of child protection and safeguarding. They will always come to you that is in the best interest of a child. But whenever they remove those children, would they care for them? Would they even hear their voices any longer? The children will realize the reality when they got into care. There's a black child that said, being in care is bad, but being black and in care is twice as bad. So that is how it could look like. So before we bring the Derby Madam 2 or Madam 1, I want us to bring in West Northamptonshire Council. Is a case that is causing distress to family, and we all need your support. We want you to share this video widely. A young man is here calling for help from everybody. The same way the list case study, the Romania Association of Social Workers supported their community. We also want the group of social worker in Nigerian community, in African community, British Black community to come forward and support this family. Nigerian government needs to come over to support this family. The Nigerian High Commission needs to do this. It's a case that is alarming. If you are pregnant and you are coming to England, please come and listen. Come over here. Or if you know anyone that is pregnant and is living in England, please let them draw their seats and come over. West Northamptonshire Council, have your space.
Thank you, Mr. Olalekon, and thank you every member of Save the Woman organization, and thank you to everyone that is listening. I want to use this opportunity to beg everyone to come to my rescue. I beg the Nigeria High Commissioner. I beg the British, the Nigeria in England. I beg everybody, even back home. I beg everyone who can be able to come to my rescue to come and save me, because I am dying slowly and I am not myself. The only hope I'm having now is Mr. Olalekon, Save the Woman, which they are still trying to silence. They are trying to silence because they know what they can do, and they keep on bringing court order to make sure that he doesn't speak, and they refuse to speak to him, and they are putting all the pressure in me. Please, I am crying, I'm begging. Let us share this video. Let us make contact. Anybody that knows how to support me should contact Mr. Lalekon. I need support as soon as possible, because they also brought another court invitation for me yesterday, which Mr. Lalekon is helping me. And they said they don't want to speak to Mr. Lalekon. It's only a lawyer or me that they want to speak to. Please, I am begging. I'm crying for help. I don't have the money, because they told me who had that they know I cannot be able to afford a lawyer. That is the word the judge said. So let me quickly cut it short. My wife was pregnant. Then she went to Nigeria. with the kids, February. Then she was due to deliver June. May, she came to England. Now, my wife gave birth May 26th to a baby girl. I was happy. She gave birth through CS. I was happy. The fifth day, which they asked us to come and, which they asked me to come and take them home, I rushed out of work. I booked a taxi. I already prepared the house. I bought baby things and everything. I was so happy to take the newborn baby home. Just for me to get to the hospital, they didn't allow me to go in. I said, what's going on? They said, there is an issue on ground that for now, I'm not allowed to see my wife or my baby. Then there was a barricade. They closed the door. People were in the other side. I was seeing my wife crying and shouting. Then I was in the other side with two policemen refusing me to go inside. I now asked them, I said, what happened? Okay, can you people just speak to me? Let me hear what is going on. My wife was crying, and this is a woman who just this years. From that present, she started bleeding. They didn't even mind. They told her to use country wood to clean it. In fact, I don't know what to actually think, or even your enemy, you will not want your enemy to experience what I'm experiencing now. A, a young boy of 34 years old has had two attempted heart attack in a month. Currently, as I'm talking to you people now, I just came back from hospital 2 weeks ago for a prospect heart attack because of I gave birth to a child in England. I have my kids back home. I was doing well in Nigeria. I don't know what brought me here. I don't, in fact, right now I'm depressed, I'm frustrated, I'm not mentally stable. And these people, they keep on putting pressure on me because they told me that if my wife died, they don't care. All they are interested in is the baby. Likewise, me. So back to the story. So when they finally allowed me in, they said when my wife was pregnant, they didn't know what she's going to give birth to. That they asked her if she was circumcised. She said yes. They asked her if any of my daughter is circumcised. I have one daughter. My wife said yes, but that was back in Nigeria. But here, they know it's not done, and that I was not even in support of it before. So that was what my wife told them. That they are scared that this child, whenever this child go to Nigeria, that this child will be circumcised. They will do FGM on the child. That is why they are here. They want to protect the child against FGM. I said, is that the reason why you people are doing all this? You call police, you call social worker, you crack the whole place. They say yes, that it was the nuns who blew the whistle. I don't know what they call them, the matron who blew the whistle that makes them to come. I said, okay, do you people not confirm from me? Do you people call me to hear my view about FGM? They said it was not important. That my wife have already told them that what is the need for hearing from me? That definitely anytime that my new baby goes to Nigeria, she's going to be circumcised. I said, no, if she's not going to circumcise, I said, okay, if that is the case, you people should give me a document to sign that whenever we travel out of this country, when we come back, let this child go to hospital for examination to see if FGM was done. So if FGM is done, you jail the person, let the law take its course. They told me no, that my opinion does not count. My suggestion is nonsense. That what they've already have a template. I was confused. My wife was crying. Baby was still with us. No, baby was with her. They now said they want to go and do a test for the baby, that they would just want to go and take the baby's blood, that we should wait so that before they were allowed to take the babies home. I said, okay. My wife was saying that if the baby lives here, that means they are taking the baby. I said, no, this is just 4 days old baby. How can they take it? They said they want to go and do this thing. So let them go and do it and come back. We'll settle this thing. My people, that was the last time I see a 4 days old baby. These people, they took this baby away and told us to go home, that we should come in 72 hours for them to tell us what to do. My wife collapsed immediately. They left us. They said, I told them, look at this woman. She's dying. They said they don't care. If she dies, that's none of their business. That is the baby, that is their business. I said, okay, I tried to revive my wife. I managed to convince her. I said, okay, 42 hours, 72 hours, let's wait. Then I brought my wife home. Then 72 hours, we went back to hospital and this woman was still bleeding. Baby of 4 days was with these people. We went back to hospital. When we got there, they said yes, that we have to sign a paper, a handwritten paper, that this child is going to be under police protection, that is going to be under their protection, under their care, and that this child will not leave England for now until they come up with a plan. I said, okay, you just give us the baby. Then they give us the baby, we return back home. So after 4 days, they serve us a paper that we have to attend court. I said, okay, the court is going to be via team. I said, okay, me and my wife, we prepare. We attended the court. Now, in the court, they now brought out their plans. They said the child will not leave England until the child is 18. That FGM will not be carried out on the child. Everything they said, I told them, fine, I agree with what the people said. But the child will not leave England until this child is 18. That is where I want people to put a clause. You cannot say this child cannot leave England because this child is a Nigerian. I'm on a student visa and this child does not have any document. And my parents want to see the child. And the siblings, they are back in Nigeria. So if we want to go and get the other children to England, at least we all have to go home so that my family will see the new baby before we come back. The lawyer said no. Then the judge, I was talking, so the judge now, when it was time for the judge to speak, because I asked them before the day, can you people give me a lawyer? Because I don't have money to take a lawyer. They said, no, I'm not entitled to public fund. I said, okay. Me, I cannot afford a lawyer now. Then I reached out to Save the Woman. They said, Save the Woman cannot represent me. It's only me that will speak. So these people, they were actually bullying me. They were suppressing me. They were manipulating me. They were the highest form of oppression. That was what they were doing. That nobody can speak in this issue. Nobody can represent me unless I have a lawyer, which they know very well that I will not be able to afford at that particular point. Then the lawyer now said, and when the judge started talking, and I said, okay, fine. The judge now said, do you have anything to say? I said, yes. Everything they have said, I agree with them. But the aspect of this child not living in England, that is where I want you, the judge, to speak on. Give us a clause. If it means going to hospital whenever we come, let us examine this child. Because this FGM is not going to be done. They said, okay. The judge now said that actually this child is a dual citizen for now, that is born in England and is a Nigerian. That they cannot actually say, the judge now used the word that they cannot restrict movement of the parents, but for the child, they can restrict the movement, that whenever we want to travel, we should let them know so that they will come and take the child away from us. Then my wife collapsed again. I told my wife, you calm down. We will hear. He said, okay, that he has reduced the 18 years to 5 years for now, that after 5 years, they will review it and tell us the next stage. I said, okay, fine. My wife now told me, how are we going to get the other children? What are we going to do? How are our family going to hear that we give birth, they did not see children for 5 years, they are not going to see the children? I told my wife, I said, 5 years is nothing. Don't worry, we will sort it out. I will try and look for money. By August, I will go and get the other children. Then before we know it is 5 years, then we can go home. They said, okay. They now, after the judge, they now schedule another meeting with me. They said, me and my wife will come. I told them, my wife just did operation. She cannot be able to walk. So let me attend. I went to the meeting. In that meeting, the social worker now came. They told me that the verdict the judge gave for 5 years, that they've already spoken to the judge that the verdict is not going to work. And where I started having doubt is the judge said nobody can record the court meeting. Nobody, that is a crime for us to record anything that is happening in that court. I said, okay. Then they now told me that what the verdict the judge gave, that they've amended it, that they've rescheduled for a second hearing, that the 5 years cannot stand, that is going to be indefinite, that this child cannot live in England. I said, but the judge said 5 years. They said yes, but they've reviewed it and their lawyer has already contacted the judge that they are going to reschedule another meeting that is going to be definite. This child cannot live in England. I said, okay. And I asked them, I said, this child, I doesn't have document here. Will you people give me document? Will you people give this child a citizenship, give us a citizenship and help us to be in England? I work day and night to make sure that I pay bills. So how are we going to do? What is the benefit of keeping this child here? They told me that that is not their concern. Their concern is to protect the child against FGM. I said, I've already told you people that FGM is not done. Even in Nigeria, that FGM is no longer invoked. They said, was my child not born in Nigeria that FGM was conducted? I said, yes, that was then. But now FGM is really, really not invoked in Nigeria. The social worker said, yes, even in England, the law is there to protect against FGM, but people still went back in England and do it, that they do it in London. Then and I pick up, I said, I'm educated too. You just told me now that in London, even when the law is existing in England, people still go ahead to do it. Why do you not think in Nigeria, even when the law is still existing, that people cannot break the law? He said Nigeria doesn't have law. I said, but now in England, you have the law, but people still bypass it. So why are you, he said, I should forget anything about Nigeria, that Nigeria cannot withstand, cannot protect anybody. I said, I was protected. My kids are fine in Nigeria. So what are you not telling me, that we are not just a country, we don't have a voice? They said that is all they know. I said, okay, no problem. So when I now came back home, and I told my wife, I said, they said this thing is indefinite. My wife could last a day. I said, what are we going to do now? Then they now sent social worker to the house. They said the child now is under protection, that social worker is going to be coming to our house every day. We should work with them. I said, okay, no problem. Then social worker started coming and started, every time. I said, okay, fine. 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, I came back from work. I collapsed again. And this is me that have never been to hospital in my life until I gave birth to my child May. June, July, I was going to hospital, spending 1 week in the hospital. I came back for work, I collapsed again. They have to call ambulance, heart attack. They have to call ambulance to come and carry me. I have all my kids. They are in Nigeria. Their visa has expired. Because of this stress, I was not able to do anything. I was not able to work. Then they have to call ambulance to come and carry me. I went to the hospital. In the hospital, they moved me. They said the case was severe, that if I should remain in that hospital I am, that they are not going to be able to save me when it should happen. They have to refer me to another city. They now use ambulance to carry me around 1 a.m. to another city. I am just 24. I'm just 34. I said, okay. They took me down there. Then there they were treating me. Then the following day, I wanted to call my wife to let her know that I am, they moved me from one hospital to another, because when I was sick before, the hospital they took me to, she came, they couldn't allow her to visit me. They said because she's with baby, because baby is just now, she was born on 26th of May. So we can just calculate how many months she is now. So and I said, let me call my wife to let her know that they've moved me out of the hospital I was before to another one. I called my wife, her number was not going through. I chatted her, she didn't respond. I called and called and called, she didn't respond. I have to call the social worker that always come to the house. I said, please, I'm trying to reach my wife, but her number is not going through. Can you kindly help me to call her and see if she will respond to you? Because she's not responding to me. She now called me and said, my wife's number is not going. So she came, the social worker came to the hospital to come and see me. She saw me on bed. Everything is fixed on my body. They are monitoring my blood pressure. They are monitoring my heart rate and the rest of them, because it was really bad. It was when she was in the hospital, my wife, she got a message from my wife that she has relocated out of England to Ireland. She just told me that your wife just sent a message that she has relocated to Ireland. I said, how is that possible? How did she leave? So both of us were not talking. I said, how is that possible? We try and contact her. She was writing the social worker. She was not writing me. Then the social worker had to call the police. They have to tell the police. And I gave the social worker my key. I said, go and check the house. If actually she's at home, she's just lying. She came to the house. She said, my wife is not at home. My wife dropped a letter for me and said that I refuse to speak out, that we are dying in silence. She's no longer herself. Her mental state is deteriorating and everything, that she has left. That was the letter. Then she now came. I was trying to reach my wife. My wife couldn't talk to me. After 2 days, my wife now told them that she's in Canada. He said, okay, we're looking for my wife. My wife refused to speak to me. I don't know what is going on. Then The day I was meant to be discharged from the hospital, police now came and said they want to take me home. I was thinking they are having pity on me. They now brought me home. They came and ransacked my house. Then my wife did not go out of England with baby's birth certificate. They collected the birth certificate and my wife put passport. And I said, you leave the birth certificate for me, just take a picture of it. They said no, that they want to use it for investigation, that they want to put my wife and my baby out as a missing person. I said, no, it's not a missing person. She's communicating with the social worker. So you follow up, you try to know where she is. That was how, after 1 week, they now came and said they tracked my wife to airport, that she left Gatwick. Now they've tracked her down to Nigeria, that she's in Nigeria. I said, okay, fine. When they told me she's in Nigeria, I got myself back. And I said, is she in Nigeria? They said, yes. And I started writing my wife. I said, please, if actually you are in Nigeria, you speak to me. I just want to hear. They said that she's in Nigeria. They are going to Nigeria to bring her back. I said, I not told them, I said, I have been cooperating with you people, but if actually my wife is able to get to Nigeria, I'm ready to even go naked to make sure I protect them there. Then I'm even ready to leave your country. I said, don't disturb her there. If she's in Nigeria, I know she will be safe. They said, no, that it's their duty of care. They must find the child and bring her back. Then
Let's stop. Let's stop there. Let's stop there. Let's stop there.
Okay.
That is where we are now. Nigerian government, Nigerian community, we need your help. There's another case that Nigerian federal government of Nigeria calls, I calls. They make an order, and they email the social worker in the UK because they have moved away some children without allowing their father to see them. About 9 fathers from Nigeria now, they are not seeing their children in the last 6-7 months. So they said they want to see the copy of assessment they did, especially this is Middlesbrough Council. The social worker responded to the lawyer in Nigeria that the Nigerian order, court order, cannot be enforced in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
He's not going to respect any order from Nigeria. He doesn't even know whether it's fake. So if they are saying that it's not effective in the United Kingdom, then why would West Northamptonshire Council make an order and thinking that will be effective back in Nigeria for them to bring the baby back? Are they ready to give the family 4-bedroom house? Are they ready to give them British passport, all of the members of the family? Are they ready to sign an agreement that they will not intimidate, torment, or charge the woman to court, victimize her when she come back, even though they don't know whether she's going to come back? This is exactly what happened in the woman's case versus Norway. All of you that you have watched the movie on Netflix. But this woman was able to successfully go to Nigeria. Now they are threatening the man now. They are going every day. In fact, their barrister have called me, their legal team, their social care department. They keep sending mails, and we are going to fight this battle to the end. So we cannot do this alone. We want this video to go viral. What did I say? To go viral. If you know any blogger, if you know anybody, if you know the people in power in Nigerian government, in Nigerian embassy, High Commission, please let this video go viral. This particular video needs to go viral. We need your help. And we've done another video interview for the man. I'm going to upload that. You will hear the full gist, full story there. And also, you will also hear another package, how the woman was able to successfully go to Nigeria. We are going to do that at a point. So, thank you very much. Please, we need your help. We need your help. We need your help. This man's health is deteriorating. So if you can also support him, please reach out. We need your support. We need your help. If you can even house him so that we'll not be able to pay for house again for now, please reach out. We need your help for him. So let's come to Darby case now again. Darby, Madam 2 or Madam 1 is available.
Hello, everybody.
That is Madam One. Go ahead, ma.
You think
Before you go ahead, did you hear this horrible story again? Pregnant women.
yes, that is what I wanted to say. That you would think your own is worse until you hear somebody else's situation, and you know that God was just the one that delivered you from yours. You know, I had my baby in England, and when I had my baby, the health visitor came, and she jokingly just asked me, do you what's your take on children, this VDM, or what do they call it,
FGM. For those
FGM?
of you
And I
that
said
don't know FGM, female genital mutilation,
yes.
they know that this is not happening in Nigeria any longer. They've banned this thing, but
And
they have seen this as a yardstick. It is genocide.
oh my God,
Children,
Jesus.
child theft. They will put these children, any children below 5, if they remove them from you and you not get them back, they are putting them on adoption. They are putting them on adoption and they are getting extra dish out for this. Go ahead.
And she just asked us. Me and my husband were in the house that day when she came. Oh, how are you? How's the baby? Fine, fine, fine. What's your take on FGM? I said, I don't believe in it. I said it doesn't exist any longer. I said it wasn't done to me. I'm not sure my mom even was done to. I said, so it's something that maybe, I said when I was born, it wasn't even existing any longer. And that was how we just spoke about it. But when this our case came out, I saw it in the document that the midwife, the health visitor that came to see me said my what I believed about it. She made that report. So one thing I want to say is, in this country, there is no idle word, though. There is no, I just carry talk am, make it for sweet or make it for no sweet. There is no idle word. Just imagine that day if I had said, we believe in it, or because if you do it like this, if you do it like that. It was in my document already, and I never knew anything about it. Even when they came, how my house was warm enough for the baby, everything, it was written in the court proceedings, everything, they wrote it there. The day that they came to my house, that there were a lot of children in my house, they were all playing, all what happened, how the house was neat, how the children were covered properly, it was all written in the document. How the policewoman said she didn't have any concern, how the children were there playing, the number of toys they saw, what was everything. It was written there. So one thing I want to say, apart from everything that is happening, that in this country, apart from the fact that whether you will not deliberately do something will happen that might just attract them to you, and it will just be a casual talk that will now bring the major problem. Just imagine somebody that had already put to bed just because they asked her that simple question, and she said something that was not in line, and that is this big problem that is on ground. When I heard this story now, my head just turned. I said, so that day, if I had said something otherwise, maybe another issue would come. So back to our own case. Everything that happened was like film trick. It was like, abeg, na lie, like Oga Lekon will say, na lie. You can never believe that those things will happen. You can never, in your wildest imagination, that what people will be saying things that all what they are saying, they know that this thing cannot be, but they'll be telling you and proving to you that this is the reason why you are going through what you are going through. How can someone say, a 7-year-old child says she makes her own meals, she does all the house chores in the house, and if she doesn't do it, all the adults in the house will beat her with sticks, and they never saw any marks on her body? The only mark that was seen on her was on her face, on her cheek, which she has been going to school with for since she got into England, more than a year. So when I went to pick my daughter from school that day, and they said, oh, my daughter said this, I said, I was too confident. You know that kind of confidence when you did not do anything. I said, no, my daughter does not have any mark on her body. No, my daughter does not have any mark. I said, snap the mark. Let me see. They said, I can't see my daughter. I said, snap, let me see the mark. They said they cannot snap, take a picture of it. I said, oh, I said, my daughter does not have any mark on her. It was later, they now said, in court, they now showed me the mark they were talking about. I said, blood of Jesus. Can this mark even be from beats? But whatever you are saying at this point is your own story. It's story for the gods. It is none of their business. The first time, when you enter the thing, you will feel that you will, when you do like this, I was doing as if I'm dying. When we met Ogaleka, he said, don't even give them that impression, because the next thing they will tell you that you're not mentally stable to even take care of the children. That was how information is power. Information is key. So many things from this man's story. If he had information, he would not. There are some statements he wouldn't have made. That's what I believe. Like over and over, they keep asking us, do you want to take this? Would you leave the country after this incident? Would you want, we said no. Maybe if we say yes, we are leaving your country, no, they'll be more serious with us and say, oh, you want to leave, Abi? You want to run away. But as Ogaleko is saying, it's everybody be informed. My husband used to tell me, before this happened to us, if I had listened, my husband sent me the link of this thing one day, this program. I said, I will listen to it. If I had listened to it, maybe the situation will not start the way it started. Or yes, it will not start the way it started, because even when they wanted to take the children from us that day, I called we called a friend, had the husband to come so that the children will be handed over to them. But because we did not even have proper information to know that it is our right, we were not sure. People were just saying we were not sure of what was happening. They took them away just like that. Just like that. And we did not see them again. When we saw my children again, macheted, looking strange, oh, you would weep. You would wish that the world ended that day. But God delivered us. God in his infinite mercy delivered us. God now brought, because like Ogalekon will say, not all the social workers are bad. Some of them are sincere. It was the sincere one that God brought our way, that even saw what we did not see and helped us and did what was needful. And that was how God brought us out. We cannot say everything, but the long and short of this story is be informed. Just be informed. Because how it will come, you cannot tell yourself that, I will tell my children, don't go to school and say anything. No. Don't go to children's school and say anything. No. You will not even know how it will start. You will not even know. That is just the worst part of it. Like Ogalekon will say, the only crime you committed is that you came here with a child. That is the crime that you will commit. Because how it will come? If like you sew your children's mouth, say don't say anything that is happening at home. It might be that they will even say, why is this child not talking? That is the reason why they want to be involved in your family. So I don't even know what to say, but so God be the glory in the end. Thank God for Save the Woman. Even I was worrying Ogaleka, say, Ogaleka, are you sure my children will come back? Are you sure? Even my daughter will say one day that she will run out, or she will, mommy, come to the school gate when school, come and I will run away. Say, don't run, no. Don't run, no. Everything she will be complaining. They are maltreating her. You know the worst part, or you would think that when your children are in the hands of the government, they will be well cared for, they will be taken care of. But that is where maltreatment starts and ends. But then nobody will even be
just to add to that. Just to add to that, thank you for that advice to your child. I will share one because she knew roads to their house. Do you know that they went to pick that child and drove her 200 miles away from her house? So it's like taking a child from here, England, probably let's take them to Scotland. Now, that week, they took that child there. The child ran away again, and they sexually abused that child, raped seriously under the care of the local authority. And there are articles you will see when they are moving these children, because they don't listen to them, they will handcuff them. It's only criminal you can handcuff. But just imagine when they handcuff a child, the same way they did in Lee's case, where they put those children back of the police van like a criminal. What else can be emotionally abused, psychologically traumatized to that level? What else? What else can that be? And also, there's a recent case, a woman said she needs help. Somebody said she should come to save the woman. And she said, oh, she has been to save the woman in the past, but save the woman asked her to complete a form. Because of that, she doesn't want, because they will use that form to collect funding. Madam, the form we ask people to complete, it's not consent form. Is it not for you to tell us what happened and for us to arrange a meeting to see how? In fact, if we are using it to get funding and we are not collecting anything from you, does that take anything away from you? And besides, which government is ready to give Save Juma money? We managed to get some funding during COVID. That was a special funding. And we did not even use that money for anything than to do parenting course, and we make people not to pay for it free of charge. As soon as we did that, we did not see any funding again, because we give people knowledge, power, free. So if we ask you to do something, you are not clear about that, please feel free to come and ask questions rather than carry rumor everywhere. For people to subscribe alone is a big problem to them. For people to join the YouTube channel, to membership that can grow our community is a challenge to them. If you could remember, madam, about changing of lawyers, because when the case happens, they will be easy. If it's a child protection matter, family case, they want to give you, if it's about clear proceeding. The reason why they did not give that man a legal aid is because it's not a care proceeding. They are seeking a special order, which is female genital mutilation order, restriction order, whatever they call it. But if it's a family matter that's care proceeding, there's no test for that. They will give you legal aid. But legal aid they will give you, if care is not taken, they will signpost you to wrong hand. And when you got there, you realize something else. We don't encourage people to change lawyer, but we only advise you to look inward before you proceed with any lawyer. Not every lawyer will be at your own interest. When you change your lawyer, what happened the following day when you go to contact Mama?
Yes, like what you have said. I don't know. I don't want to say it's a deliberate act from, but what I want to say on that note is, if the lawyer that is coming to speak to you doesn't believe in what you believe, of course it is what the person believes that he would, even though he's standing for you, he will be saying things that he believes. Most of the lawyers, they are government sponsored. Apart from God, they are British people. They are, so they already have this belief that, oh, African parents are doing this. So like when it happened to us, when I was telling them that this thing, see, look at my daughter, this is, they will be asking you, so are you sure? So why, they don't believe you. I will look at the woman, my own solicitor, I will tell her, my barrister, I will ask her, I said, are you sure you even, because it shows on her face that she doesn't even believe what I am telling her. And you will not even be, because you already see that she doesn't believe what you are saying, you can't even trust her to give her information. So the best thing for me is to even look for someone of your background that understands you and will explain to this judge what and where you are coming from, your own part of the story. Because these British people, what you are saying there is just passing one ear and going to the other. What they already decided is what they've decided. When you are saying to them, they just say this. They just feel, because that was how I felt. I was asking the woman, I said, are you sure you understand what I am saying? Because when I tell her something, she will rephrase me and tell me something else. I said, no. She will be telling, I said several times, I said, are you sure you understand what I am saying? I knew that, no, this one. But immediately we met with Save the Woman. They gave us new solicitors and barristers. Immediately, even your own confidence level will rise, because you now know that this person is in your interest, first of all. Because if you tell this person, say, Mama, I not really beat my pikin, you know, she would understand that what you are saying is now true. You are being serious with her. That was where everything changed. First of all, I now felt that, oh, something will come out of this in the first place. That was from there, because these people, these new solicitors, they already even know how this will start, how it will go, and they will be guiding you. You know, even Ogalekon will be guiding you, will be telling you, don't cry, don't do this one, don't do that one, and that is how your God will just save you out of it. Because, see, it is too much for one person. It is too much for human being that God created to handle this thing. Human being cannot. It is grace from God, grace, special grace. It's not just ordinary grace that you can go through this thing and come out. I lost so much weight. I became a shadow of myself. I would just stand and scream, hey, Jesus. Me that I've never left my daughter, my children, even back in Nigeria, with anybody. I've never left my 1-year-old with anybody. I have refused to do some jobs because I don't want to leave my children. All of a sudden, they took my daughter from me just like that. She was crying. They carried her like that. No remorse, no feeling, nothing. It is, I don't know the word to use.
Thank you. If you have not sharing this thing, you don't know, you might help your friend, you might help your enemy. Please share this. Those of you in Nigeria, watching from Nigeria, watching from US, watching from Canada, Sweden, please share this widely. All your social media, you should have been using hashtag Save the Woman, hashtag Social Care UK, Child Protection, Child Safeguarding. Anything you know, you can use an hashtag. This video, the whole world must hear this. The whole world must hear this. Come to rescue of Niger family, African family, parents in general, whatever your color it could be. Please, this is no longer a color matter now. It is pandemic of genocide happening. Without wasting much of your time, I'm bringing the Debbie City Council, Madam 2, on the floor. I know our own experience will also be different because it's so shocking, unbelievable. Go ahead, Madam 2.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I want to thank God and thank Save the Woman, Mr. Olaleko. Thank you very much. As the other people have spoken, information is power. When you don't have information, you are lost. When it happened, information helped to put us together. Information helped to dry our tears a little. On that fateful day that the children were taken away from me, I felt like the world was cracking. It's not something
Madam,
yes,
before you go further, I'm watching our YouTube now. I'm not saying comments, I'm not saying questions. Is it people are not engaging? This is a story you need to share widely. I can see a lot of TikToker, YouTuber, they have 15 million reach viewers in seconds. What are you doing? Share this widely. Share it, like it, put your comment there. You believe, you don't believe, please put your comment there. Share widely. Go ahead, ma.
Mr. Laleko said, you believe, you don't believe. You have to believe, oh. Because until it happens to you, I don't pray it happens to even our enemies. Because there will be a lot of things going in your mind. Before I go on, I just want to encourage that man that things are going on with him now. Please put yourself together so that they don't use what you're going through against you. Because they might say you are not mentally fit, you are not physically fit to take care of your children. They might want to use it against you. These people, they are cruel. They are inhuman. They don't feel what you feel. That was what happened in my own case. I will go for contact session with my children. I will see them taking my children in a van. They will take them away. I will just ask myself, God, what am I doing in this land without these children? But when we met Olalekan, the whole story changed. When we changed lawyers, Mr. Olalekan said something. When we changed lawyers, when I went for contact, it was the same barrister that stood for me that came for contact session. And she introduced herself that she's so person. I remember her. She's the barrister and she's the social worker. I was shocked. I said, hey, so this same person is a barrister and this same person is a social worker. Imagine the combination. What do I have left? That means it's finished. I have nothing to say. It's someone that I can rely on, I can confide in. I would have told her everything, open up. Then she will use it against me. But I thank God that the whole situation, God turned it around using the Save the Woman to help us, give us knowledge. There were some things that we should have reacted to when we were in contact, meeting the children, meeting the social workers. But not when we are feeling it inside of me, I was feeling it to bed. Because I had information, I didn't react. Because I had information, I didn't say some certain things. Like, there were times that they fixed meetings. Before I would go for the meeting, I would get to Mr. Lalekon. I would tell him, sir, we are going for meeting. Oh, I don't know what to say. Oh, I don't know what to write. Oh, he will not ask me, what do you have in mind? After bringing what I have in mind, and he brings it, so I will not say that it's a different view. If I had gone with what was in me, I would flop up the whole thing. But because I presented what he advised me, because it's an advice. It's left for you to take it or you leave it. But if you take it, if you follow it up, you will end up successfully. So there are some things people take for granted. This now, everyone, we are talking, everyone is preaching, come and hear, come and hear, come and know. Until it happens to you, you will not know. I pray it does not happen to anyone. So it was not a good experience. It was not a good one. It was not a good one. These people, their intentions is to take Black children. They don't have good intentions for Black children. Once they see children are bright in class, they look for one thing or the other. Once they see this one is sharp, they start targeting. My child, we went for a concert one day. My daughter told me, in presence of the social worker, she said, Mom, so person told me in my school that she would like to foster me. That where I am, if they are not taking good care of me, she would like to take good care of me. And I told the social worker, can you see what my daughter is saying? Is this right? So it's just God, my brother. I don't have much to say. That be Papa 1 and Papa Mama 2, Mama 1 has said everything. I just want to encourage everyone, and I just want to throw more light, which I have done. Please, we should share, we should keep talking, we should keep preaching. The community, we should try and build a community, because when this happened, a lot of people deserted from us. And if you don't have a forgiving heart, you will not even laugh or talk with those persons. But we as Nigerians, we need to come together because their target is high. I just pray God help all of us that are in this country with our kids and families. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Like she just mentioned now, it reminds me that you have opportunity to bring in family, friends, loved one, if they say there's a concern from the school before they remove the children. But unfortunately, if they do not have a good social worker, they will be intimidating those families, putting fear in them. We've got many families now that, not that they don't want to help, but they are scared of how these people will victimize them, number one, how they will investigate their own family with intention to even rope them, with intention to even put them also in trouble, so that no community, no members of African community will be able to have that confidence to support. They put fear in people's hearts. There's a day that I will come and share what they have been attacking our own family, members of Save the Woman families, all because of their supporting families. A lot is happening. In fact, there's a university that is also victimizing, attacking, because most of these universities are the ones that are training these social workers. And they are also covering up because they know the services these social workers are delivering is actually in breach of Nolan principles of public life. They lack integrity. Most of them should have been in prison by now. If not, they have privilege. If not, they are covered up by the system. If not, there's a prejudice happening. Many of them should have been jailed because they continue to destroy families. Not only removing your children that will matter, they will also refer you to LADO. LADO will report you to your workplace. Your workplace will refer your case to DBS. DBS will say, we might consider to ban you. And those of you that you are doctors, you are GPs, they will refer you to DMC. Those of you that you are nurses, they refer you to NMC. And before you know, your employer that gave you sponsorship visa, COS, they will remove that. They will take that away from you when they dismiss you. And the Home Office will come for you. What else? Why have you come? Why will you give that chance for social care to get involved in your life? Many people will say, if you are struggling, ask for help. I beg, a wolf could tear your pocket. If you really need help, speak to your community. Speak to organizations that knows you, that understand your community, that have a lived experience of what you are passing through. Because many local authorities now are taking advantage of people asking for help. They are putting them on child protection. They will not even consider for them for child in need. Even if they consider it for child in need, it's a trap on many occasions in many councils now. And those of you that you are pregnant, health visitor will be coming. Count your words before you say. Don't say you want to look good. Even if you see your people of your background coming to your doorstep, make you no lose guard. Some of them are even working in fear. They will also write something that will implicate you just to protect their own job, to sustain their own income, to pay off their mortgage, to remain on the payroll. You start wondering, could this be a human? Is this a developed country? The intention of social care, welfare, is for the good to support family. But many people have turned into business-oriented services now. Now, business services, many people they take and do. So please, those of you that you have watched this, you have listened to this, we say thank you so much for being with us, for listening, for giving up time to be there with us. And West Northamptonshire Council, as you have listening, they took advantage of your vulnerability. Like that, your wife, you remember the nurse was telling her, if she doesn't get to have the treatment for her BP to go down, they will use that as a reason to say she's not capable to look after that child. And if they remove any child from any family and the child is below 5 years old, they will quickly push for adoption. When they push for adoption, you use your full parental right. How on earth can somebody come to the England as a Nigerian citizen? Even if your visa expire, lapse, they won't support you. Many women now, they have put their fathers of their children into trouble. We've got about 9-10 men that is going to 6 months now, they've not seen their children because of story women are telling each other or men are telling each other. And if there's an issue within the marital life, it can affect your children. So please, if you want to know more, make sure you subscribe, make sure you join our YouTube channel, and make sure you register for our parenting course. Afrocentric parenting program is going to empower you, it's going to enlighten you, and it's going to let you know what it takes. You need to know the law of the land. It takes a village to raise a child. So, what is the word of advice you've got for people that are watching us? I will come to West Northamptonshire Council. In 1 minute, say your final request to the Nigerian community, to the good people, even the British community, the good ones out there. Put your plea in 1 minute. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All I am asking for the Nigeria community, the British Council, and every person to come to my rescue. I want them to help me to see the end of this issue. My family are happy in Nigeria. They are not coming back and they don't want to come back. If they want to help, let them give us a good room. Let us give us all we need. Let them give us all the amenities to be in England. If not, we are good in Nigeria. If they want to support in Nigeria, fine. We don't even want to be here. We want to go there. I want them to be there. If they want to support, let them support. I don't want them to go to Nigeria and start disturbing my family. That is just the only thing I'm begging them for. Thank you.
Debbie Mama One, your final words of advice to people. 1 minute before we round up.
Yes, what I want to say is everybody should put their ears on the ground. Any way you get information, no information is useless. And also what I want to say is we should help one another. When you hear someone telling you something, don't do it, say no consign me, not go fear put to me, I bet I lie that they lie. No. Come closer, console any way you can help the person, help. I remember, sorry to say, my sister, when she said she was in one place, one woman was crying, and she called the woman and said, Madam, what's make you they cry? The woman said, was talking this, my pikin when I live for Nigeria, this, that. She told the woman, you are crying. They've collected 5 children from my home. Why are you crying? And that was how the woman said she felt good, as in she felt better. If not, she was ready to run into the road so that the car would run over her. So in this land, it is not your blood sister that is your brother. Your neighbor is your brother, even if he's from Zimbabwe or any country, because the stress level in this country is high. To now add social worker issues to it is another level. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mama. Papa Dabi.
My own advice is that everyone should try to get information and let's try to see how we can be the community. If you are in power or you know someone in power, let them know that Nigerians in diaspora need them to protect their children. Because during this proceeding, we are told one thing, that Nigerians don't show concern, and we saw it firsthand. And it's a long age, what's it called? It's something that we should work towards and see how we can eradicate or even eliminate it, because we should be standing for one another as long as we are outside here, outside our country, even back in the country. That's why other communities here, they help each other both in need and in celebration. But I was surprised that I wrote Nigerian High Commission. They responded only once. And up till now, none of them has asked, how far have you gone? It's not good for citizens. I had Nigerian communities that we came together and all that. None of them have asked, how far have you gone? And nobody knows who's next, because definitely they have not stopped working. They are hunting. So let's see how we can build a community, especially see how we can support Save a Woman. They are doing a good job. They have a good team, but they need support. This is not a fight for one man. It's not a battle for one man or few members of the team. It's supposed to be a gathering of broom to sweep up dirty. Thank you.
Thank you very much. For those of you that you are watching us, if you remember the case of Ekuremadu, Senator Ekuremadu, when it happens, it's a single man, it's one family. The whole Nigerian leadership, the government, the High Commission, the Senate, they flew to the United Kingdom. All of them go to court together. Is it because he's a privileged man, when thousands of Nigerian citizens are suffering, dying in the UK? We need our leaders. If you have contacts with them, please reach out to them. They've supported the Ekuremadu throughout his journey, throughout his case in the United Kingdom. Why are they not supporting less privileged Nigerians in the diaspora? We need this support. It takes a village to raise a child. Debbie, Mama, too, your final words.
Sorry, just to add to what Mr. Lalika have said, the support we actually need is not financial support. Just a letter emanating from their office is enough. Because from my local community here, a letter emanating from my local community, my local community here was enough. They don't need to come physically. Just a letter. The country where we're in, everybody reads mail, both hard and soft copies, and they respond. Nobody ignore mail.
Oh no. Thank you for adding to that. Thank you so much. Debbie, Mama too.
My word of encouragement, please, everybody should stay informed, stay at alert, give attention, because if you have information, you will know what to do with your kids in the house. Even if you know, you don't know it all. Nobody is perfect. We learn every day. There are things that I was not doing that I'm doing now. I have learned a lot from Save the Woman, from the parenting program. I have learned a lot. So please, when you're being asked to register for a program, please do, because when you have that information, when something comes in front of you, you're able to face it, you're able to challenge it because of what you know in you. That day that it happened, if we had we had the information, but we didn't hold it strong, that these children would have been given to someone close, and we brought somebody that day, but we didn't know much. If we had knew, they wouldn't have taken those children from there. But because we knew that the information was not strong. So please, and we should try to be our brother's watch. We should come together, help ourselves, because it will not end. Like my brother has said, it will not end. They are still hunting. They are still hunting. My daughter told the social worker one of these days when she came, why are you still coming to our house? She said, I'm just coming to see if you are happy. He said, we are happy. We are happy. We are okay. You coming, we are not happy. We don't want to see you. The social worker asked her why. He said, you are fishy. You are fishy. And I laughed inside me. And she said, oh, I'm not fishy. Don't worry. Because my daughter told her you are fishy, she now said, I'm not coming until 6 weeks. If not, she was telling me she will come in 2 weeks' time. But because my daughter told her you are fishy, she said she's not coming after 6 weeks. So please, information is power. Subscribe to it. Subscribe to Save the Woman. Share. Keep talking. Like, since I had this experience, I don't stop talking at my workplace. I keep telling them. Now I'm telling you people, you are not hearing. Oh, please, oh, please, oh. So please keep sharing the information so that everyone, because some of us don't know, everyone will get the information, and by the grace of God, we will overcome.
So
Thank
thank
you
you
very
so
much.
much. Thank you once again, every one of you. Please keep liking, keep sharing. Don't forget to press the notification button, because we'll be going live often now, especially our Niger men, African men, where they don't deny them to see their Peking. They are going to number of 10 now. That's in the last 6 months, they have not been able to see their children. So you have Niger mama, make sure say una dey do well o. Make sure say una dey do well o. If they say they go give you house, they go give you this, na temporary they go give you. The children still in their eyes. They will come for those children because they know when they divide that two into one, separate them, it will be easier to attack one. That is their target. So please speak out, ask for help. If you are struggling with your marriage, seek out for help. Seek out for help. Ask for help, but ask that help in the right place at the right place. So once again, thank you to all our viewers. This is where we are going to end for today. We say thank you for now. O double. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Please don't forget to continue to like, to share, and to let your loved one. And if those of you that missed